on what you consider noise.
Depends. I like that word. That's like George Carlin said. It used to be cocaine and now it's depend. No. Rogaine depends on. Well, I'll forfeit it to this one. You know what? Diaper is spelled backwards. Repaid. Sorry about that.
Sadly, yes.
Sadly, yes.
Oh.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I think only for the individual.
Only for the individual. Thank you.
I was going to say when I lose my hearing.
When you lose your hearing, very good.
When I'm dead.
When I'm dead. How do you know what happens to you when you're dead?
You'll
Your whole That is good. You guys, tell me your answer again after Mark. What would you say? Will there
Cutting through concept is silence.
Very good. You said something. It's personal.
Individual.
On the individual. Check this out. McLuhan's most famous aphorism is called "The medium is the message." Just read page 254 in a book called "Understanding Me" by his daughter, transcribing 20 of his talks, and you'll understand what the medium is the message is. Totally misunderstood percept. People don't get it, and he'll explain it more. He wrote books from 40 to 80, 1940 to 1980. Midway in 60, he's just about breaking. He updated his biggest percept, meaning his message, to user is the content. So that's user is the content, replace, and all you get every 5% on Charlie Rose, the medium is the message, or people throw it around. They don't even realize he updated that. So it doesn't mean that the old was wrong. Now, what Not said and what Naya said was very important, and what you said was very important because silence, when they asked Marshall, will there be silence, he said, things don't exist on their own, they exist in relationship. So if we all got in a van and went to the desert right now, I swear we could walk for 45 minutes, sit on a rock, and hear silence. I've done it before. I've walked to, in the desert and I sit down, there's no birds, nothing. I swear I hear silence. That is because it's the relationship of hearing the car noise for an hour, hearing my feet walk for 45 minutes, and then that relationship makes me feel like I'm hearing silence. Then I always say, what this gentleman said, what's your name again? Andy said so well that what happens is you can't hear silence because you hear those two things. Because scientifically, Cage went to prove it to himself when he was researching this song. That means that both of them are right, and it's about relationships. That's the two key words to understanding McLuhan, is understanding relationships. So, we've had an incredible visual assault by you, Will. You got to stand up and be
it's a great assault.
Account for yourself for a second. Why in the heck do you show the same fucking thing? This. What is this? A distortion, or what is it doing? Tell us the mechanics behind this pacing of the visual. What is that?
Well, it comes from a broken Super VHS deck that I got from a cable access studio in Olympia, Washington. And by playing it slowly through there, it manipulates it. And it's a digital Super VHS, right? Or it has like some other aspect in it, and it gets confused. And so depending on how quickly it goes through it, it changes the color and it changes a few other things about it.
Right.
And then the content mostly comes from the chart, from the tiny note chart.
And tell them that's actually, Tiny Note Chart is 5body.com. So it's Robert Dobbs who worked with McLuhan. So you're saying what he talks about, you get visuals that back up the words that he talks about.
Or that anyone talks about, because it's a replay of like 1920 or whatever, 1940 until 2000, until the death of the Android meme.
Great. So so they know the words you're using. The android meme is the interplay of our 5 bodies. The physical, the more than physical, one-way, two-way, and we don't know. That was good. And so it's sort of like you're trying to illustrate this thing. How do you make a piece of art that's not a piece of art? Joyce, how do you make a book that's not a book? Cage, how do you make a piece of music that's not a piece of music? How do you make a multimedia visual experience that's not that? You're using broken to use it. You know, that's like, we call it Pixelvision, which you probably showed a little Pixelvision. Pixelvision is a toy video camera that Fisher-Price put out. I've had this festival for 21 years of people who actually make short films with a kid's toy video camera. Ellen Lake here entered 12 years ago. Hello, that was great. And here she is still making videos. You don't make pixels anymore though?
I just got my camera back.
Yay! We're always begging people to pull it out of their closet and make a new one. So one person, and I love the important thing of having this genuine fake film festival is that when people come out, I say, so what, did you love or hate anything? And somebody said to me once, as they were coming out, they said, geez, with all this digital technology, it seems you could fix the picture. So